Hello, everybody. We are going to introduce and work with a new formula. So this is the formula here, N equals C times V. N is the same little n that we've been using in mass equals number of moles times molar mass, and also in hashtag equals little n times big N. Okay, so little n stands for number of moles. Concentration is molar concentration, so it has units of moles per liter. And then volume has to be in liters. Okay, has to be, because when you multiply them together, the liters would have to cancel to give you moles left over. So another thing, make sure you're able to convert between milliliters and liters. This is vitally important that you're able to do that as well. Go back to section 1 if you have to, and look back at the metric system if you need to be able to do that. All right, now this formula allows us to do a number of different things. I'll give you a little preview. Because it has little n in it, you can use it for stoichiometry, but we're not going to be doing stoichiometry in this lesson. So one of the things you can do is you can use this formula if you are asked to find a concentration of something. So the first question that you guys are going to be looking at, it reads, a copper 2 sulfate solution contains 0.55 grams. Now, that is mass. All right, now it's a copper 2 sulfate solution. So remember, every time you write a formula, symbol, symbol, valence, valence, crisscross, of the solute dissolved in 85 milliliters of solution. So I know that is volume, 85 milliliters. Okay. Now, remember, mass and molar mass go hand in hand, always. So the molar mass, let's see, we have 1 copper, so that would be 63.5 plus 32.1, which is the molar mass of sulfur, plus 16 times 4. And when I do that, I end up with 159.6 grams per mole. Now the question asks for, what is the concentration? So to do that, if I manipulate this formula, this is little n divided by volume, that would be my formula, okay? Now, if you look at the givens, I am not given little n. I'm given volume, but I'm not given little n. Well, what do we do here? Well, from a previous section, you guys have this formula. Number of moles is mass divided by molar mass. I can use that to find little n, then plug it into this formula. So if I take 0.55 grams divided by 159.6, 159.6, I end up with 0.00345 moles. That I'm now going to plug into this one. Now, don't forget, and I'm going to do this in red, volume has to be in liters. All right? If you forget to do that, you're going to mess up this reaction quite a bit here. So 0.085, and if you've been listening along to my video, I did not clear it, so then I just got to go divided by 0.085, and I end up with 0.041 moles per liter. And then there's my concentration for that one. Okay? So that's the first example. The second example that you're going through, it asks for what mass of sodium chloride, now luckily with sodium chloride I know it's NaCl, can be recovered by evaporating 150 milliliters, so that's my volume, of a 0.35 mole per liter sodium chloride solution. And the aqueous tells me that it's a solution, so that is my concentration, 0.35 moles per liter. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the molar mass of sodium chloride. So sodium is 23 plus 35.5, and that gets me 58.5 grams per mole. So same thing. I eventually want to use this formula because I want to find mass. but I'm not given little n. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if you look at your givens, if I go n equals C times V, concentration times volume, I can find little n and then substitute it into this one. Okay? So I'm going to go 0.35 times, now again, don't forget, convert this to liters. I'm going to multiply by 0.15, and when I do that, I get 0.0525 moles. Now I'm going to take that, plug it in over here, multiply it by the molar mass, and I need to weigh out 3.07 grams, okay? And if you watch the video, you'll now know how to make a solution. You would weigh this out, and then basically you dump it in some water, make sure it's all dissolved, and then you would eventually top it up until you had a total volume of 150 milliliters, okay? So those are those two examples. Hopefully you understand this.